So today we're going to show you guys how to make Kundaan Koftee. This is basically a type of meatball curry. But wait, there's more. See, if you're wondering why these meatballs are so freaking huge, it's because, ta-da! There's an egg inside each meatball. So here's what you need. 2 pounds of beef, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste for the beef, and 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste for the blender, a 4th teaspoon of turmeric powder for the blender, half a tablespoon of red chili powder for the blender, and half a tablespoon of red chili for the beef. Half a tablespoon of coriander powder for the beef, and 3 tablespoons of coriander powder for the blender. Half a teaspoon of gharam masala, and a little bit more to sprinkle on at the end. 1 tablespoon of rose water. 10 to 12 eggs, 2 large onions, half of an onion which is sliced up, 1/3 cup of yogurt, and you'll also need some water, some salt, 1.5 cups of corn oil, and 2 tablespoons of chickpea flour. So we're going to start off by boiling the egg. This part is pretty straightforward. Just immerse the eggs in water and boil for about 10 minutes. You can also add a little bit of salt to make the boiling and peeling of the eggs easier, then go ahead and peel them once they cool down. The next step is to prepare the beef. Add the coriander powder, red chili powder, gharam masala, salt, chickpea flour, and ginger garlic paste. Then you're going to add it to a food processor and mix it. Our food processor is small, so we had to do this in a couple of batches. Use water as needed to get the right texture. We used about 1/4 cups of water here. Meanwhile, we're going to go to the blender to prepare our curry mix. Add the ginger garlic paste, turmeric powder, onion, and coriander powder to the blender. And then liquefy. You also need to use a little bit of water. We're using just enough here to get a creamy texture. This depends on your preference. If you want it to be a little bit more liquidy, you can add more water. If you want it to be a little bit thicker, you can add less water. Then we're going to head over to the stove and then add the oil. We used about 1.5 cups of oil total, but feel free to add more or less depending on your preference. Next, we're going to add 1/2 of a sliced onion to the pan and let it fry for about 5 to 8 minutes until the sides of the onion turn light gold. Next, you're going to add the blended curry mix to the pan. You're also going to add the salt and about 1.5 cups of water. Then cook it for about 7 to 10 minutes on medium heat. Then add the yogurt. Cook for another 3 to 5 minutes on low heat. We're going to start preparing our meatballs. So basically, you're going to take the egg and wrap it around with the beef. A neat little trick you can use here is to dip your hands in a little bit of water so that the meat doesn't stick to them. Then, using medium heat, you're going to add the meatballs to the frying pan. If there's any cracks in your meatballs, you can fix them by adding a little bit of water and then smoothing them out. Then go ahead and cook them for about 3 to 5 minutes. Remember to stir occasionally. Afterwards, you're going to cook for about 30 seconds on high heat just to evaporate any excess water that comes out from the meatballs. Then you're going to cook it on medium heat for about 20 to 25 minutes with the pan covered until the beef is fully cooked. Remember to stir occasionally. You can add the rose water and sprinkle some gharam masala on top. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this dish, and I recommend that you serve it with some type of bread like chapati. Feel free to check out some of our other recipes, and remember to subscribe. Thanks.